All right, y'all. We are live on this beautiful and exuberant Thursday afternoon. Blessings to everybody in the name of Yeshua, Jesus, the Messiah. I pray everyone is super blessed, guys, on this beautiful day where Bitcoin and Ethereum, especially Ethereum, is pumping. And Bitcoin is ranging, Ethereum is pumping. It very well may be the beginning of a juicy altcoin season, and we're going to be doing some analysis today, guys. We're going to be doing some juicy analysis, going over some various different things here. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish, says smash up the like. What's up, y'all? Yeah, guys, I know I haven't been streaming a lot lately, and I apologize, but if we can get 1,000 likes up in here, we will absolutely be giving away $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. 1,000 likes for $1,000. Let's see if we can't do that. Shout out to Great Life. He says, yo, what's up? And shout out to Georgie Spray. Pump song. We might do the pump song. Shout out to CC Ireland. Shout out to Jorgis Gurlialiunius, who says, welcome back. Hope everything is fine with your house. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jorgis. Sorry for butchering your name. Things are on the up and up. Praise God. Praise God. Shout out to Frankie Bull. He says, let's go. We're going to dump. No, we're going to pump. That's right. We're going to dump. No, we're going to pump. Send it to 32.5. Says, I'm George. Let's do it. Shout out to Pato, who says, quack. And Ox Contractor, who appreciates Jason Casper. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much. Shout out to Thomas, who joined the VIP Discord yesterday. Recommends it to all. Shout out to Duper and OG in the chat. What is going on, Duper, my man? Shout out to Frosty SA. What is going on, Frosty? And shout out to Carlos Martinez. What is going on? Man, God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate every single one of you. Shout out to Crypto Owl, says Jesus is King. Amen, amen. I can amen to that. Shout out to Maverick in the chat. Shout out to Kenny Macfella. Shout out to Daniel Graw. What is going on, Daniel Graw? Good to see all of you guys up in here. Great to see you. So, let's see what's going on with Bitcoin, shall we? Well, Bitcoin is pumping like crazy, guys. In the past few days, I mean, we have gotten a move up from the last major zone of support that we had here, which was around 27,700, give or take. We have got another pump to the upside, a breakout of this old range, up about another 10%, guys. Can you believe Bitcoin up another 10%? That is absolutely insane, guys. That is absolutely insane. And so we're going to go to a higher term time frame. We're going to do some top-down analysis up in here and just see if we can't come up with some targets for this, right? Now, I do have to say, Ethereum right now is actually pumping like crazy. So we're going to start off with Ethereum right now, okay? We're going to be starting off with Ethereum right now, and let's check this thing out. Let's check this. Shout out to OP Trader. Jay would love to see PC 0813 at Pro Traders Lounge in your live stream. I hear a lot about Pro Traders Lounge. You know, I hear a lot about those guys. So yeah, I mean, if there's anyone who wants to come on stream from Pro Traders Lounge, more than welcome, okay? Absolutely more than welcome. Shout out to Pro Traders Lounge up in here. Am I long on ETH? Nah, I'm not long on ETH, guys. I'm only long on Bitcoin. I'm in a few longs. A few Bitcoin longs up in here. And I'm also in a Bitcoin short from the level. Guys, in the Casper crew, man, these levels have been absolute fire, right? Gave these 4 levels on Tuesday. All 4 of these levels gave a juicy trade, right? Look at this. It's absolutely crazy. All 4 of these levels gave a very juicy trade. And then this morning, the short level that we were looking at gave us a juicy short trade as well. And then we actually came and rejected off the 786 retracement on this one. So let's see what happens. But yeah, shout out to everyone in the Casper crew, guys, because the Bitcoin levels have been very, very respected, which is encouraging. Because, you know, I've been kind of out of the game for the past few days, guys. Haven't really had much time to do trading stuff, but because the levels are so respected, I've still been able to take trades just because the levels are so dang respected, guys. And Bitcoin is getting a little bit of a dumperoni and queso right now as we speak. Oh my goodness, wow, on the 3-minute chart. down right now approximately in 3 minutes 0.18%. All right, so with that said, guys, let's actually take a look at what ETH is doing right now. Okay, let's take a look at what ETH is doing. Bitcoin's taking a little dumperoni to the downside. Guys, ETH is right now about to potentially get a CDW of this level here, and we are coming up to a very, very key zone of resistance. Look at this. We have 3 very important daily levels of resistance just above us right here, and if we go to a weekly time frame for ETH, we can see that, look at this, right? There is the potential right here that we come up for a liquidity grab on ETH and then get a slight move to the downside from this level. But if we zoom out on ETH, we can see some very, very, very interesting things, all right? So let's mark out the fact that we do have liquidity that can be grabbed right here. So we do need to be on the lookout for a move to the upside and then whoop, a little pullback. But overall, this is very, very juicy, very, very bullish because Ethereum has in fact broken out of this very large triangle, right? You know, I consider this to be a symmetrical triangle that was kind of forming here on the ETH chart, and we can even take this trend line back to around the low that we put in January 2022, right around here. Actually, that was February 2022, and we are breaking out of this right now. And if we just take the target of this, I mean, depending on how we want to draw this thing, we could have a pretty intense target to the upside. Am I saying we're going to get there, guys? I'm not saying anything, but all I am saying is that now that ETH is, check this out, just like Bitcoin, ETH, well, depending on how we draw this thing, right, is coming back into the old range that we had right around here. All right, so we're coming back into the old range that we had right around this level, 1757, right? This is now back inside the value area of this old range that we basically traded from the beginning of 2021 all the way until 2022. In fact, let's just pull it from the beginning of the year just to see if that gives us any kind of big difference here. Wow. All right. If we pull this range from the beginning of 2021, most of the volume we're actually already above. This is actually a very bullish looking volume profile. Let's pull it all the way to where we're at right now. All right, so if we take all the volume that we have traded since January 2021, wow, look at this. We're above the high volume node of the range as we are breaking out of a symmetrical triangle. Why is this so significant? Because now that we're actually above, not only are we above the value area low with a beautiful retest, but we are now above the high volume node, which means, you know, it's more probable than not that we see higher prices here. And it was a very smooth move on the way down. I mean, it was super smooth, guys. It was a very smooth move, right? You know what they say, smooth move down, smooth move back up. It's like the time you went to Taco Bell with your friends that one night after partying. It was smooth going down. Smooth move going down, guys, but smooth, even smoother coming back up the next morning. Maybe you had a few too many to drink. Maybe you had a few too many Zevia root beers. All right? And yes, I'm hopelessly addicted to Zevia, guys, and I'm sorry to announce that to you all. But the target of the triangle is the value area high of this range, and, you know, I mean, that's not too crazy of a target. Honestly, it's really not. Not that now that we're here. Oh my goodness. I mean, would you look at this? Would you look at all the confluence we have? So honestly, guys, I'll be honest with you. The title of this video says 3K ETH. I would not be surprised at all if we do see a 3K ETH before the Bitcoin halving, right? It would not surprise me at all. Because the reason I say that is it's simply a technical reason, right? We are above the point of control of the massive 2-year range. And we're breaking out of a symmetrical triangle. We are printing macro bottom signals on the chart, right? Money flow crossover on weekly market Cipher B. That is nothing to scoff at. We have printed, like, I mean, legitimate bottom signals here as well. I mean, this is the weekly time frame. This is the RSI. I mean, you guys know the bottom signals that have been printing on Bitcoin, and Ethereum follows Bitcoin as well. So let's zoom in a little bit more locally here on this Bitcoin chart. See what we got going on here. I would not be surprised, guys, if we do get a pullback more locally, right? Now, this is like very macro analysis where I'm saying, look, on the weekly time frame, it makes sense we make our way up to that $3,000 Ethereum. But right now, we understand that we are coming up to some very, very key zones of resistance. All right, let's talk about a few of them. First of all, we understand that we do have this 2031 level, right? This is a very important level where liquidity can be taken from this high, and then we basically have a fake out, right? We have a fake out of this resistance level, and that could pretty much happen all this entire way up here, right? We can see some pretty nasty looking zones of liquidity that we had along the way down here, where pretty much like all of these highs, it looked like we could just snag a whole bunch of liquidity from here and then get some kind of a pullback from that area. Not saying we're going to dump all the way back down to a $300 ETH, but I am saying, look, this is a zone right in here, basically, right? Where we really need to be aware that we could get a pullback from that area, especially if Bitcoin gets a pullback. And then the next major area that I am aware of is the 2340 level, the 2,340 level. Why is that such a key zone? It's because if we take this volume profile and drag it back a little bit, we can see, if we actually pull it to like, just looking at this range more with our eye, we can see that the 2,340 level is a very high volume node, as well as a support resistance flip right here from January, February 2022. So really, I would say intermediate resistance for ETH is going to be right in this green box. I know it's a really big zone. The reason why it's such a big zone between the prices of 2,028 and 2,350, the reason why it's such a big zone is because we have all this liquidity right here, guys. And then we have a daily order block right up here. We have the high volume node and the support resistance flip. So all this zone is very likely where I think if we're going to get some kind of a pullback, it would happen in that zone. And then eventually, I do think we're going to see higher prices. Now, Bitcoin is also printing some very intense bottom signals, printing even more bottom signals now than ever before. Let's take a look at ETH on the hourly, guys. ETH on the hourly, we are just inching up to this area of resistance. And I do have to say, like, when we take a look at the 4-hour time frame here, you know, oh man, things are still looking pretty bullish. Things are still looking pretty bullish. I would want to see at least a local 4-hour bearish divergence printing here before I was going to be looking for a significant short, because honestly, guys, I don't really scalp and day trade ETH. Like, I'm more of a position trader and a swing trader on ETH at the moment, right? I used to scalp and day trade ETH like last year and the year before. Now I'm pretty much just, I do have a lot of ETH on spot, right? I'll be honest. I have a lot of ETH on spot. And, man, look at this juicy entry, by the way, on Bitcoin, guys. Shout out to everybody in the Casper crew. I mean, we literally gave this level just front-running 29,658 by a few dollars. That's where the green box was. I mean, we tapped into that green box like crazy, right? And if you're wondering, did I limit into this trade? The answer is yes, guys. I limited into this trade. I set a limit order for 29,666. Why? I'll tell you guys why. And when I tell you why, you're going to think I'm nuts. But I'll be honest with you. I do believe blockchain will be used for evil. And 666 is a level that's always respected on Bitcoin. That's literally the reason why I set a limit order right here. And yes, I set a limit order with a stop loss, abiding by good risk management. But look, when we're bullish like this, guys, it was a risk I was willing to take. All right, a risk I was willing to take. Shout out to everybody in the Casper crew who's been scalping this range alongside with me, taking longs from the exact bottom and shorts from the exact top. These levels that were given in advance. By the way, if you want to join the Casper crew, check out the website, guys, and join the VIP Discord. And if you want to learn how to do this, check out the courses, guys. Even if you don't know what a candlestick is, these courses will give you the knowledge and skills you need to become a confident, profitable trader. We have 2 courses, the comprehensive course, Intro to Trading. This will take you from nothing to at least if you apply the knowledge and have the discipline to stick to it, a trader that's not blowing their account at the very least, at the very most, profitable trader. Then we have an advanced course, footprint charts, market profile, TPO. If you want to learn how to use a chart something like this, right, you can check that one out. Speaking of this, let's see what is going on here locally. We actually do have some slightly bullish CVD forming here. Right? All right. So ETH is printing a bearish divergence on the 2-hour time frame locally. 1 hour also looks like we might not hit these levels just quite yet. But really keep your eyes, guys. 2030. 2030. That's when everything goes down. 2030, guys. 2030, we really need to get ready for 2030. That's when there will be no more carbon emissions. Cows will never fart again. We'll all own nothing. We'll be super happy about it. And the population will be super low, right? So I'm stoked on that level, 2030, 2031, around that time. Okay, oh man. Shout out to Wild Pony and shout out to the super chats up in here. Sam Nash spelled my name wrong. It's all good, brother. It's all good, man. I do not care in the slightest. I think I speak for the Casper crew when I say we have Mr. Juicy live stream. Yeah, guys, it's been a crazy week, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a pretty weird week here. Shout out to Duper. ETH doesn't seem to respect levels as much as the corn. Yeah, you know, ETH does not respect levels as much as Bitcoin does. That is why I stopped day trading ETH, because yeah, it will not respect the 618. It will not respect 618. Like with Bitcoin, 618 will never go out on a date with me. She will always reject me. Bitcoin to the dang dollar. Ethereum, not so much. The Ethereum 618, she's a little bit more of a loose woman. And even the 786, you know, 786 fib level. Here's a picture of the 786 fib level. Even she's a little bit more of a loose woman. So, yeah, you know, but in general, all right, what's happening with the corn now? Okay, yeah, the corn, the Ethereum. The corn, the Ethereum. Let's take a look at Bitcoin now, because I'm going to set an alert here in case ETH starts to pump again, guys. All right, and I do want to take a look at Bitcoin because we do have some very, very interesting things going on with Bitcoin right now. First of all, guys, we have this bull flag thing printing right here. You can see that we have broken out of the bull flag, and it really depends on how you want to draw this, right? I'm not a bull flagologist, right? They call it a BFO in my field of study when I got my master's, or my master's in BFO, right? It's not an exact science here. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, it's not an exact science, but just like real science in real life, if experts all agree, or if the consensus says, or if the TV says, or if most people think something, then it has to be true. So most people think this is a bull flag, therefore it has to be true, because most people think it's true, right? Isn't it crazy how science works like that? But here's the thing. If this does break out, I want to point out something very, very interesting, okay? Let's just say it points out. First of all, let's build a little bit of context up in here, right? Let's build a little bit of context. The context is this. On the weekly time frame, guys, Bitcoin is in fact entering back inside of the old range, boom, right here. Literally all the past 2 years of everything that Bitcoin has traded, right? We are above right now the value area low of the range, coming in at about 29.5K, right? This is extremely bullish, and we are seeing the money flow really start to curve up on market Cipher B on the weekly time frame. We are in a very strong uptrend right now on the weekly time frame. I believe it's more probable than not that we will come up and hit this high volume node eventually, all right? But oh, and here's one more crazy thing, all right? Check this out, guys. Check this out actually right now. What we've got going on right here, all right? This is the 2-day 50 and 200 moving averages, right? On the 2-day time frame. We're about to get a golden cross on these moving averages. Now I know what you're probably thinking, right? If you follow my channel, if you follow TA snobs out there, right? A lot of TA snobs who say, you know what? Moving averages, you know, they could pull my fib. Those moving averages could pull my fib. They don't mean a dang thing, those silly moving averages. Well, I do want to bring something up, right? Let's just take a look at this specific moving average here, right? I'm gonna go on to the monthly. We're gonna take a look at all of Bitcoin history, right? Now, man, things are lining up to look so dang bullish right now, because when we take a look at where we are right now, all right, there's a few things that have lined up perfectly, right? First of all, every single market cycle, we bottom out the 786, 886 fib level. Boom, that's happened right now. And then it usually happens about 1 year before the halving, right? And then we rally up into the halving. The green dotted line is 1 year before the halving, where we're at right now. The white line is the halving, okay? And then every single time in the past, we have gotten one of these moving average crosses. It's literally a bullish signal, like legitimately a bullish signal. It's not the kind of thing that happens and then we get a pullback and then we pump. It's like immediate pumpage, right? We could go all the way back to 2012. As soon as we get this moving average cross, I mean, this is the monthly time frame, so it's hard to actually see this. Let's go down to like the weekly time frame so we can actually see how intense this pumpage is, you know, going all the way back to 2012, right? As soon as this moving average crosses, guys, like literally as soon as it crosses, we get another 80% on Bitcoin. And then, yeah, we do get a little pullback after that, but it's like an immediate pop. And then it's like off to the horse races, right? And then we don't get another cross until 2015, where once again, as soon as we get that cross, it's like pow, right? Immediate 50%. And then we get a little pullback, but it's off to the races, right? And then we get another one right here in 2019. And again, as soon as it happens, we get a little pop right here, right? We get a little pop, bam, 70, 80%, right? And then the Roni baloney goes on. We get a little dump to the downside. But then, look at this. Another moving average cross, and immediately, bam, we get another 36% to the upside. So it's like an immediate pop, then a pullback, and then we enter into a juicy rally. And look at this right now, guys. Look at these moving averages. Can you even believe what your eyes are seeing? All right. Historic bullish signal right here as we're coming down to the fib levels, as we're literally about 1 year approximation away from the halving, right? The context is super dang juicy, which is why when we're looking at, and in addition to that, like, right, we're printing the bottom signal on market Cipher B. We have a bullish divergence on the weekly. We have a monthly trigger wave here, historically timing the bottom every single time. You know what I'm saying? So with this context in mind, when we're looking at the chart and we're saying, okay, we're trading now back up. We've just reclaimed many resistance as support, and now we're back inside the value area. We can say, yeah, you know what? There's a good chance that the bottom's in, right? You know, there's a pretty good chance. And it's all probabilities, guys, but this is why I've been so bullish lately, right? This is why I've been irresponsibly bullish. Because everything right now is screaming to me, macro is super dang bullish, right? The macro is super dang bullish. Well, let's look at this, okay? Let's look at this. Right now, we know the target of our bull flag is coming in at approximately, okay, bam, approximately $32.7 thousand. That's the target of this next bull flag. Now, what's so important about that level is we can see that we have this very important zone of support resistance flip right over here, basically from the bottom of the range that we were trading in January 2022, and then it's the bottom of the January range, it's the top of the May and June range, all right, this green box. Key support resistance flip right here, and the target of this bull flag is going right into this key support resistance flip. Okay, now why is this so important? This is so important because I do believe that even though things are looking so dang bullish, we need to have a pullback. We need to have a pullback to keep this uptrend healthy. You know what I'm saying? It can't just go up and up and up forever. I mean, you guys know, if any of you guys are into sports at all, lifting weights, right? You're trying to get jacked and shredded, right? You can't just work out as hard as you can every day. You got to recover, right? You got to rest. You got to recover. You got to eat. You got to sleep, right? If you just pumped all day long, pumping iron, bicep curls and push-ups all day, never do legs, never squat, but bicep curls and chest presses all day, you know what would happen. You wouldn't be able to have that same output, right? It's the same with Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Yandumari Mohana Sri Vamsi. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. God bless you. Yeah, we might be able to check out some GMT. Yeah, we might be able to check out some GMT, guys. Shout out to everyone in the chat, by the way, guys. Make sure to smash up the like button. We got about 800 people in here. Wow, 800 people. God bless you all. Thank you so much. Let's see if we can't get 800 likes. Isn't the daily market Cipher B tops? Well, yeah, that's what I'm about to get into, ZZZ. So, look. When we're looking at market Cipher B, we are seeing that we are printing some pretty dang bearish divergences here, right? I mean, these bearish divergences, when we're in a super bull trend, they do play out, right? We literally saw the daily bearish div play out here. We saw it play out here. We kind of saw it play out here a little bit. I mean, I shorted that. I know a lot of people shorted that. It was a good trade to take. We took some profits, but eventually we're going to need to get another juicy pullback, similar to the one we got right over here, right? And it's nothing to have like even during a very powerful uptrend for Bitcoin, a 30% pullback is not even too crazy, right? But as we are coming to this key support resistance flip right here, I do believe that this is the level that's going to catch everybody off guard as far as the pullback goes. Why? Because it's the target of the bull flag, but also everybody's expecting higher. People are expecting the target of the inverted head and shoulders, which we had down here, right? Everybody's expecting the invert head and shoulder pattern, this thing right here, to play out, and the target of this thing is around 3840K, right? So when we take a look at this box that I have drawn here, this is a level that not many people have on their radar, and it's a key level because if we take our fib from the high to the low, and we go ahead and turn on our 382, right? Look at that. It's our 382 fib as well, right around that area. It's a key support resistance flip, and we do have to understand that, you know, we are back inside right now the old range that we were trading back in January, May to June 2022, I should say, right? We're back inside the old range. And what that means is if price establishes any kind of a range as we did right here, right, which we absolutely did right here, we will actually respect the old levels of this range, right? So now that we're back inside of this old range, right, we've officially now confirmed what used to be support as support. And look at how the levels respected, right? The lows of this range right here, look at the struggle that we had here, right? It was clearly a key level. We came up, we back tested it as support, and now we're back inside this old range. So it would make sense we get a move to the top of this range and then find resistance there. So that's where I'm kind of looking for another pullback, especially if this bull flag breaks out, especially if it happens over the weekend, like a Friday pump, Friday night, Saturday pump. We could get our pullback from here. And if we do get a pullback from here, where would I be looking to hop into a juicy long? Well, there's a few different places, guys. There really are a few different places. But in general, I would say, you know, obviously the most important support is still going to be the 25.5-ish thousand dollar level. This is still going to be the very, very, very important support. 25,300-ish, because it's the May support, it's the August high, it is the February high, and so it just makes sense that we would come back and retest this to confirm, you know, what used to be resistance is now officially flipped into support. But at the same time, obviously, this entire area is going to be support, and if you're in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, you know each single level along the way down where we are going to be looking for the uneven butt cheek pattern, guys, because this is how we're going to know if we get a pullback. When is the time to long? We want to see the uneven butt cheeks. As the price comes down to key support, as you can see right here, right? Look at the waitress's butt cheeks, right? You have the left cheek nice and big and round. Mwah! It's so juicy. It's like the Italian chef. He's cooking at his pasta in the kitchen with the gravy, right? And the meatballs, right? In fact, these are the meatballs. And he takes one out. He tastes it. Mwah! He gives it a little kiss. You always wonder, chef, why you take the spoon into the pasta sauce, put it in your mouth, put it back in the pot? Doesn't matter because it's a fancy restaurant, right? Germs don't exist in a fancy restaurant. And here's the thing also. Look, as the price is coming down to key support, the butt cheeks and the meatballs are getting smaller. That's where the money is. That's how we're going to time these bottoms, right? In fact, if we do take a look at what happened to the Bitcoin price when we came down to the level that we were looking at in the Casper Crew, right, to take a juicy long trade basically from this box, guys. Can you believe that we literally came down to the exact box, right? But look at this, right? Look at this. Okay, if we go, even if we go to the 24-minute time frame, right? Even if we go to the 24-minute time frame, was I wrong? I'm totally wrong. It's not in the 24-minute time frame. We do have to go to the 12-minute time frame to see this. When we come to the 12-minute time frame, what we see here is as the price is coming down to a key zone of support, we can see the Italian meatballs actually getting higher as the price is getting lower. And this is telling us, look, we're coming down to key support. This is the time to look to get into a long trade. That's exactly what we would be looking for if we do get some kind of a pullback from those areas of resistance. Just like when we come up to the box that was given in the Casper Crew right here to take a potential short from, which played out juicily, right? Look at this, right? We have the opposite, the upside down uneven butt cheek pattern, right? The upside down meatballs printing right here as we come to key resistance. So it's all about waiting for a level and then looking for those confirmations on the chart, right? Level confirmation, level confirmation, level confirmation. Speaking of levels and confirmations, shout out to Wolfman Ate My Crypto in the chat. Shout out to Kenny Mac Fella. Smash the likes for an abundance of blessings. Yeah, guys, if we can get 1,000 likes, we'll be giving away $1,000 worth of Bitcoins. Shout out to Alan. Peled says, bull run is here. Bull market. I don't know if the bull market, I wouldn't consider the bull market to be in until the halving, but I do consider that the bear market is over, and I would say for building up a long-term position, now is the time. And guys, I have a very, 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 very sad story to anybody who will listen. All right, press 1 in the chat if you want to hear my sad story, and press 2 if you don't want to hear it. Make sure to smash up the like, and if you dislike, make sure to smash the dislike twice, okay? Just to show how much you dislike this video. 1 in the chat if you want to hear a very sad story, guys. This is the dollar, right? While I'm waiting for your responses, this is the dollar. Guys, the dollar is not looking too strong here. The dollar, in my opinion, money flow getting lower. The weekly is printing a floppy butt cheek, okay? This is starting to flop right here. It looks like we're actually not going to print a bullish divergence. The dollar is coming back into this zone right here where, you know, we could see the dollar get a very intense move to the downside, guys. A very intense move to the downside here. Approximately 12% back down to the low of this massive range we've been trading since 2014. It is so crazy how the technicals always precede the fundamentals, which reminds me, guys, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Be warned, this channel is a joke, LOL. Speaking of me, Jason Casper, literally told me his TA can predict black swan events. Yes, guys, I believe TA can predict black swan events, which is a great segue to remind you this is not financial advice and I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a joke on the internet. But it's amazing how the Bitcoin bottom was printing, the dollar top was printing. For the first time this entire run up, we had a bearish divergence on the weekly time frame up here. And now we are starting to see the fundamentals come out, right? It's crazy. The technicals were telling us the dollar was at a top, Bitcoin was at a bottom. Then what starts to happen? It's crazy. Banks start to collapse, pumping Bitcoin. The black swan events start happening, right? Banks start to collapse, which pumps Bitcoin. Now we're seeing countries basically ditch the dollar, man. Even France, even Macron himself, Macron and cheese, macaroni and cheese over there in France. They say, you know what, Europe needs to screw the dollar. We got China saying, with the dollar. Saudi Arabia making deals not in the dollar. The Federal Reserve now being forced, I'm expecting, pausing on the rate hikes, right? We're starting to see these tides turn, guys. But it's very, very, very possible that we see this dollar fall back down to the low of this range as Bitcoin starts to bottom up. Start to pump. It is crazy, guys. Look at this. This was the Roni dump, right? This was March 2020 when Bitcoin hit that $3,000 low. This was the top of the Bitcoin bull run right here. This was when FTX went under right here, okay? This was the top of the Bitcoin bull market in January 2018, right? This is the top of the Bitcoin bull market in 2018. And right here, this is right when Bitcoin started to go on its catapultic pump in the beginning of 2017, where we basically, that entire year was super juicy. So very interesting to see this happen. Let's see. You guys want to hear a sad story? All right, we got a lot of sad stories in the chat. All right. Okay, sad story, guys. Sad story. I was scalping Bitcoin. I was scalping Bitcoin from this golden pocket right here, right? The level I was looking at in the Casper crew. Took a scalp from 30,222. All right? Now, I had the wrong account pulled open, okay? With this account, I was in a long trade from $23,000 with $60,000 position size. Or I think it was around $50,000, $60,000 position size, okay? I shorted that golden pocket with about 110,000 contracts from the wrong freaking account, guys. So I closed out my juicy long from $23,000 to take a stupid short scalp that ended up literally if you take a look at the short scalp, okay, when I shorted the golden pocket, I shorted it from this little wick right here. So this little purple candle was the short. I traded my juicy swing long for this tiny little short right here, guys, okay? For this tiny little short right here, I traded it. And I didn't even take the profit. I immediately closed out the trade. I couldn't believe it. I was devastated. It took me a while to figure out what happened because I shorted 100-something thousand and it closed out 50,000 of the long, and so it's not as big as I opened. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Okay? And so now my juicy swing trade that I was going to hold to the top is closed. I wasn't feeling good that day, guys. I had brain fog. Okay? ByBit looks the same whether you're on Chrome or Firefox. Alright? Sometimes you forget what dang account's open. Alright? That's the sad story, guys. Okay? The good story, the good news of this, alright? The good news of this is I do have a lot of Bitcoin on spot, right? Okay, so I have Bitcoin on spot, that's fine. And I'm in other long trades, that's fine too. But dang, man, ugh! It was like getting punched in the gut. It was worse than the time I got rejected by 618. Alright? And you know what's crazy? I did get rejected by 618 because if you remember, I was trying to take a short from the 618 Fibonacci level, which we did get the rejection. So it was a double rejection. Alright? Not only did she say no to my romantic inquiry when I asked her out on a date, but also every other female in the world who would have ever dated me said no at the same time. It was a horrible experience. But it's okay, guys. I'm in another long from here. And let's see. If this is a local bottom, I'm going to hold this baby. I'm going to hold this baby, all right? Just like she's my baby right now. DXY is in the biggest bear flag. Shout out to Robert Bonar holding it down with the wrench, man. That's awesome. Yeah, it is a sad story, guys. I was so... I legitimately felt like sick to my stomach when I did that. Like, I'm not even kidding. But you know what? I can't be upset. I made a good... I did make a good profit on it. I cannot be upset about it, right? Alright, so Wild Pony 69 says natural selection. The dollar is past due. 100 years is enough. Still take at least a decade until the dollar loses importance. Yeah, I do believe that. It's going to be some time before we see the dollar head out, right? Before we see the dollar lose everything. But it is crazy that the world is turning away from the dollar right now. It actually is crazy. Alright, so Heine says we got some bullish CVD. So let's check out our bullish CVD and see what's going on up in here, okay? Let's check it out. Shout out to Heine. All right, bullish CVD. Let's check it out. We are going to go to coinlines.net, guys, and check out our CVD indicator. We're going to go to the 15-minute time frame and see what's going on. Okay, so right now, we are printing some locally bullish CVD. Yeah, I mean, right? I don't know. I don't know. It's dancing around in line. We do have a lot of shorts coming in here. Let's go down to a lower time frame. Let's go to the 5-minute and check it out, okay? Wow, we have a lot of shorts opening up. Actually, we got some longs opening up in this candle here. Okay, yeah, so we've got some bullish CVD forming, guys. If we take this line and connect it to where we're currently at, we can see that we do have a significant number of shorts opening up here. Okay, let's pull some fibs and see if potentially, you know, we are finding some kind of Fibonacci support, right? You know, that's the first thing I do always is pull the fib and see what's up. All right. So we do have a golden pocket coming in right about here. Local golden pocket coming in right about here. Let's draw a little box around that golden pocket. All right. And we also want to keep an eye on our 786 our local 786 All right. Because here's the thing, the 6 Juanita, although she will always reject us if she's resistance, because we're in the friend zone, she will be there as a shoulder to cry on and give us some support. And we also want to be aware of that. We also do want to be aware of the 786, because the 786 is one tough cookie, right? She will definitely give us something very strong, all right, if we come into her presence. All right, so let's see. We've got some of that bullish CVD going on right now as we come to this level here. And you can also see that, you know, if we do bounce from here with bullish CVD, we will be starting to form a, as K-Pax calls it, a pencil neck triangle right here. Okay, so this is potential right here, which is very, very interesting. Oh, by the way, guys, I should say this too. All right, so the current short that I'm in right now from the 786 this this trade right here, this short trade right here, the way we were able to know we were going to reject from that fib level is because when we take a look at what happened here, as we came up to literally the 786 fib level, we did see bearish divergence happening right at that 786 level. It was actually pretty intense. Look at this. As the price started to make a, actually we can't see it on this time frame. We have to go down to a lower time frame. Can we even see it here? I know I saw it, but now I'm flopping to grow up, and now I don't see it. I could have sworn I saw longs getting absorbed up in here. I could have sworn I saw it, guys, but now I'm not seeing it. So you know what? This is why this is not financial advice, guys. You know, you got to give me a break. You know, I'm just a crazy guy on the internet. Okay, I'm just a crazy guy on the internet. All right, let's see what's going to happen here. I would hope if this local bullish CVD is going to play out, it's really, I would want to see, you know, for a juicy divergence, we would really want to see it. I would want to see it come down lower than this at least, right? But nonetheless, this is still valid, right? It's still valid from this last low. So let's see what happens as we come down into the box. Let's check out EXO charts as well. All right, what do we got going on here? Wow. All right, so yeah, we can see we had a whole bunch of shorts shorting the low here. A lot of shorts shorting the low. Now we're actually starting to see positive delta, right? Positive delta coming in here. So we got some buys coming in, potentially trapping these shorts. Here's the thing to remember though, guys. Man, we have VWAP just below us. Yeah, let's see if this holds. I would not personally ever in a million years take a long here or a short. But yeah, this is the kind of thing where we want to wait and see what's going to happen. We get stoked. We get stoked on the price action around these parts, guys. Shout out to Epic, says, don't call myself crazy again and again. Well, Epic, you know, I sometimes question my own sanity, you know. Sometimes I do. Where do I add to an entry on 28,500? 28,500, is that a long or a short? I guess it has to be a long, right? I don't know, man, because honestly, 28,500 is like where I'm looking to add to my longs from lower. So 28.5. I don't know, man. The only place I would look to add to a 28.5 trade would be the retest of 29,200, right? 29,200 is basically the support resistance flip that we had from this multi-week range, right? From basically from March all the way until the breakout, like these wicks, this upper zone right here, like yeah, 29.2 coming down to like 28.8. That's where I would add. But you know, personally for me, I wouldn't really look to add to a position from 20.5 any higher than that. That's just me, man. I mean, there are some local levels, bro. There are some local levels. Like, look, let's be real. We, of course, have multiple fib pulls that we could do, right? We could do the fib pull from the low to the high. And, you know, we've got the 382, we've got the 618, right? 29.5, honestly, might be a good area to look to add to that trade, taking out the liquidity from down here. And then, of course, this little zone that we've got right here, this mini bull flag right here, this is the 1 hour time frame, but this is going to be an area of support as well, right? Around 29. Well, I guess that 29.2, that is the support resistance flip. So yeah, 29.2. That's the juiciest zone in my book, right? Now I do have to say, this little move to the upside here on the hourly time frame really does look like we need to flush out some of the liquidity here, honestly, guys. It's kind of looking like we need to flush some of this liquidity. Because, yeah, whenever we have an ascending channel like this is not really the most bullish thing. And although this technically is part of a larger bull flag that we've got going on right here, it looks like we need to. It looks like we need to clear out this liquidity. And honestly, if we do something like this, that's still a bull flag. Even if we do something like this, guys, and we come down just to come into this 29.2. That's still a bull flag as well. So yeah, 29.2, I'd be looking for potentially adding to a long trade there. Yeah, that's what I would be looking at, to be honest with you. Yeah, shout out to everyone in chat. Shout out to Royal Fresh. in the chat, man. God bless you, bro. Shout out to Nicola. This retrowave music kicks ass. I also agree, man. I also agree. Shout out to Royal Fresh's little cousin who just started trading as a $1,000 account and wants to know what would be considered a good risk amount when it comes to opening a trade with that account size. LOL. Man, I still say the 1% rule, and you know it's hard with a smaller account unless you're like scalping where you can put like massive position size and stick to that 1% rule. Yeah. Pullback seems likely before the next pump. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see what happens over the weekend. Like, in a very bullish scenario, 29.2 is a very beautiful level, right? We're retesting the highs of the old range. Yeah, we're retesting the highs of the old range. We're still maintaining this bull flag. We get a fake out of the bull flag, right? People are gonna be like, oh no, Bart Simpson, and then whoop. Yeah, because this ascending channel, now that I'm looking at this, guys, it looks like absolute poo, right? It looks like absolute poo. Alright, so ETH is also starting to get a pullback here. I would be looking for ETH. I mean, if ETH gets a pullback, you know how ETH loves to just... ETH does not care. Let's check out some fib pulls on ETH here. All right, so I would say for ETH, like if we're gonna get a pullback on ETH, also same deal, like a retest of the previous highs. We have the golden pocket, we have the high volume node, we have the value area high of the old mini range. It's just a 1 hour. Let's pull some volume further on ETH here and see what we got going on. Oh dang! Looks like Bitcoin's taking a little dump here. I just hit a little TP on that short. That's how I know that we took a little dump here. And, you know, let's see what happens with this. I've got a few more TPs set here. I'm honestly not looking to hold this short too long, but obviously, if we do dump, it's good to always be in a short, right? Let's see what's happening with the order flow, right? Let's go back to Coinalyze and check out what exactly is going on with the order flow right now. So we were looking to see... Oh my goodness, wow. Okay, so we have a lot of shorts coming in right now as we come into our box. And this is kind of bullish CVD right here, guys. You know, we can see that from this low right here. We have a lot of shorts coming into this box. So this is actually an important zone that very well could hold. Let's check out what's happening. We'll come over to EXO again. Look at all the shorts that are coming in. 1.5 million shorts just opened up here as we're coming down to VWAP. So I'd be very interested to see what happens as we come to VWAP, guys. VWAP is looking like a pretty juicy level. Yes, we're coming to a golden pocket right now. You know, let's see what happens as we come down to the VWAP, because we have not touched VWAP all day, have we? No, we have not touched it. We keep front running all day. We've been holding above it. So it very well may give us a bounce here. We might see a lot of shorts get trapped under VWAP. But, you know, look at this. I mean, relatively low volume here. All of a sudden, 1.5 million shorts coming in here. We do have a few trapped longs, unfortunately. You know, what's interesting about all the trades opening up here, we do see a big increase of open interest. We do see some longs coming in. We see some positive delta candles. One thing's for sure, these traders are committed to their positions, guys. They are so dang committed to their position. You know what I'm saying? So dang committed to their position. So that's good, you know. It's good to have conviction. You got to be committed to your position. You know, trading's like politics. You got to pick a side, long or short. Don't be that guy who's short and long at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a double agent for Bitcoin. You know, taking a juicy short and then taking a juicy long as well, and then taking a juicy long also from another from another exchange. By the way, guys, MEXC, 0% limit fees on MEXC right now. I highly recommend you checking it out, guys. I highly recommend you checking it out, all right? Because I'm enjoying the exchange. I like the mobile app. I've been using it for a while. You guys see me trade on it. I've got 0% limit fees again, and I've got a discount on market fees. And for ByBit, I've got 0% limit fees if you use my affiliate link. And if you deposit $100, you get a month free of the Crypto Fusion trading bot, right? Crypto Fusion trading bot, juicy tool, which basically will trade for you. In fact, I'm in a short right now. The bot took a short right now. I'm actually in a short right now. Crypto Fusion trading bot took a short on my bot account from this level as well. Shout out to BigButts28, by the way. She just texted me. She said, sometimes in life you just gotta roll the dice. That's so funny. That's a funny saying, guys. All right, let's see. Like, we're coming down to a key zone, right? Look at this, guys. Look at this, all right? Right here, we have the VWAP, we have a golden pocket, and in addition, we got more stuff, right? Check this out, right? This is some juicy TA, guys. Make sure to like the dang stream, right? This is supposed to be private, VIP-only stuff, right? But look at this. Right here, we have a golden pocket, a value area high, we have a high volume node, and we have the VWAP right here, guys, at approximately 30,250. So I would be very surprised if we don't find some kind of support here at 30,250. All right? 30,250. Sometimes in life, you just got to roll the dice. You know, I have a good friend named Mike from the Poconos. Shout out to Mike from the Poconos. If you're watching, bro, I love you. I miss you, man. Before I married BigButts28, I asked Mike, should I marry BigButts28? And he told me, you know what, Jason? Sometimes in life, you just got to roll the dice. So I rolled the dang dice on BigButts28. And I have to say, in hindsight, guys, when I got married, I had no idea what the heck I was in for. But in hindsight, I'm very, very blessed that in my ignorance, BigButts28 ended up being the best wife a guy could possibly ask for. So that's crazy. The Lord had so much favor on me in that aspect. As we're dripping down here to the $30,250 level, we are seeing once again some shorts starting to pile in. Another 500,000 shorts. So we got 2 million shorts coming in here right now. 2 million shorts, cargo shorts, of course. Like new metal Fred Durst type shorts here. And as you can see, we are also short in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. Because, guys, the level was given in advance this morning to take a short from that zone, right? So that's why we're short. Let's pop back on our TradingView chart right here. Basically, we're just looking for a liquidity grab of the highs. That's really what we got. We're looking for a liquidity grab from either this high or from this high, and that's exactly what we got, right? Liquidity grab right into our box. Bam, baby. That's how you scalp the dang Bitcoin. Shout out to everybody who's liked the stream. We've got about 900 people in here, only about 400 likes. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Man, you guys are the best. God bless you all. What do I think about Cardano? I mean, I like Cardano. I hold Cardano. Nicola's about to long. Okay, cool. Rose 1000% in 2023. Would not be surprised at all if Rose pumps like crazy. BigButts28 must be super cool, says Falcon. BigButts28 is the coolest. Yeah, she's the coolest. Okay, so Christian, you deposit $100. Just sign up for the bot. It won't charge you anything. And then once you're signed up, reach out to somebody, one of the mods in the Discord community, and they'll hook it up for an extended trial, all right? Because the bot is free for 14 days just for signing up. And then if you hit up the mods, they'll check your user ID on ByBit and hook you up with the month. Shout out to CryptoFace, who's going live soon with like more than 720 resolution. So shout out to CryptoFace for the high resolution. I just got the notification in his Discord. Shout out to Dylan Waves. The MEXC fees are pretty fire, man. They are pretty dang fire. All right, so yeah, let's see what happens, guys. This is going to be a key support, right? This green box right here. And we are going to be checking to see what is going on right now as well. We are seeing... Let's go to a TR chart here, see what's going on. Okay, yeah, we're still seeing some shorts come in, guys. Look at this, 1.8 million shorts now opening up in this one little TR candle here. 1.8 million shorts opening up right here. We see them coming in. Let's check out good old Market Cipher Bizzle. Yeah, Market Cipher Bizzle as well, guys. I mean, look, we had the uneven butt cheek pattern as we came up to the high here, right? We saw the bearish divergence, money flow coming out. It's the 12-minute. Let's check out our 6. 6 is about to print a green dot here, so maybe if we do something like this, right? That could be nice, right? If we do something like this. Trap a whole bunch of shorts. You know, you guys like those sound effects? Smash the likes if you like the sound effects. If you hate the sound effects, click the dislike button twice, and then click the like button. Can I show my volume profile settings? Yeah, I guess so. All right, let's check them out. What are they? They are, the row size is 200, and the value area is 70. And then style, this is very important. You got to make sure the value areas are blue and purple. And the up and down volume, you got to make sure that they're white, but you got to change the opacity of them. You know what I'm saying? The opacity. All right, we're dumping down, guys. Let's see what happens as we come to our key zone of support down here. We're coming down to the key zone of support. All right, let's see what happens, guys. Things are getting exciting as we are watching long trades lose money and short trades make money. All right, let's see what happens, guys. Let's see what happens. Big bearish div about to print on the 4-hour. Oh, man, baby. Really, big bearish div on the 4-hour. Let's check it out. Let's check out the big bearish on the 4, man. Let's check out that big bearish on the 4-hour. All right, we are going to go to our 4-hour time frame, guys. One of my favorite time frames to get an overall perspective of the market. Ooh. Oof. Sheesh, man. Did you guys see this? Because I'll tell you, I was not privy to such information. All right? I was not privy to such information. All right, yeah, we got a bearish div on the 4-hour about to print here. I don't consider this to be too bearish because the money flow is getting thicker, right? So what I would really want to see in a perfect world, guys, in a perfect world, if I could choose what price action I would want to see happen here, man, I would tell you, I would want a quick wick down to retest that. Still basically be trading in this this bull flag thingy here, right? I would still consider that to be bull flag fake out, bullish deviation from the range, and then come back in and then break out. That would, if I could have anything, I would want that, right? Do something like this. Kabam! Print a juicy, nice trigger wave following the flow of the momentum and the money flow, retesting the support resistance flip. And as we know, the target of the bull flag, guys, I do think would make a good short. So I would honestly, I would want to do something like this, and then something like this, you know, and then maybe even something even more crazy and bullish. That's if I could choose price action, right? If I could choose price action, that's what I would choose, right? But I'm not the chooser of the action, right? They call it the COA. Are you the COA of Bitcoin? The chooser of the action? No, I'm not the COA. No, I'm just the TOA. I'm the trader of the action, right? We just got to take it one step at a time. Wow. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. And we are officially now making a lower low on Bitcoin. Oh, my goodness. We are dumping down like a wild woman running through the woods with a laundry basket full of water on top of her head. The water's coming through the holes in the laundry basket. We're getting a dump. Oh, my goodness. Can you guys believe this? All right, we need to check out what is happening in real time right now with the Bitcoin price. Let's come back to our order flow chart and see what's happening. Are people shorting? Are people longing? What are people doing? We are coming down to the VWAP right now. Longs absolutely wrecked. Longs have just totally closed out of their positions as we come down right to the VWAP, guys. Look at this. We are coming right to the exact box of support that we've been waiting for all morning and all afternoon, okay? We're coming down to the box of support. Is it going to hold? Is it going to hold, guys? It might. I think it very well might. Let's see what happens here. Big decrease of open interest. All right, now we need to see some shorts getting trapped under VWAP. All right, we need to see something juicy happening down here. All right, let's see what happens as we come down to this area. All right, we're going to come back to our order flow chart and look at this. Shorts opening up out the wazoo still, right? A lot of longs closing out here. But we got a lot of shorts opening up here right into the support, guys. Right? Now, don't ever short support. It works sometimes, but most of the time, it doesn't work. All right? It's like playing the scratch-off lottery. It works sometimes, but most of the time, it doesn't work. All right? Sometimes you'll win, but most of the time, you'll lose. All right, so let's see what's happening here. We see the price trying to break below this. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Okay, more shorts are coming in. We can see the shorts opening. Longs are closing. Tons of longs getting wrecked, and some shorts opening as well. So let's see. Let's go down to a lower term time frame right now, okay? Because we really want to see like what is happening here. Man, look at those longs getting absolutely wrecked, guys. Look at these longs getting absolutely wrecked. Man, they're just closing out their positions like crazy right now. And we're still seeing some shorts open up. Let's go down to an even lower time frame to analyze this situation here. All right, so we've got some shorts opening here. A lot of shorts still open above the VWAP. Nothing too crazy below the VWAP, to be honest with you. Mostly longs wrecked down here, guys. Mostly we've got longs wrecked down here, okay? But a big decrease of open interest into VWAP, it could be enough to give us a little bit of a reversal. New York is officially closed, which is typically the time where we start to pump, guys. So, again, this is a key zone of support. We are in the key zone of support. Let's see what happens. We do need to hold this level. You know, if we lose this level, it's a no-go. It's a bad move. But this is our support, right? If this could very well be the bounce that we've been waiting for. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're starting to lift off to the moon, as Bitcoin tends to do when we come down to key support boxes here, right? Not what I would want to see. But nonetheless, the level is respected here, right? Isn't it crazy? Levels being respected, guys. Is it not crazy, right? We drew the box. Look at where literally we wick from, right? Literally the box, right? Is that not crazy? It is pretty dang crazy, guys. It's pretty dang crazy, all right? CryptoFace just entered a juicy long. Interesting. CryptoFace is long. Well, look at that, man. Right from the box. Let's see what happens. All right, we're at the bottom of an ascending channel. So that's where we're bouncing from, says Divine Hood. Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, look at that, guys. Bouncing right from the box. And look, on that note, I'm going to head out. CryptoFace is live. So you guys can go check him out. Guys, make sure to like the stream on your way out. God bless everybody. Thank you so much for being here. May the Lord bless you all. May he protect you. May he shine light upon you. May he have grace upon you. May the Lord turn his face towards you and give you wholeness and peace. In the name of Jesus, the Messiah. And I'll see everybody in the next stream. Peace, guys.